Hey guys, Brian here with Substance TV. I wanted to do this video about mobile phone gaming, about mobile phones as a gaming device. This whole debacle stemmed from a conversation I had with somebody on Facebook who will go unnamed because really it doesn't matter who this is. The point though is that in this conversation we were talking about mobile phones and video gaming, and this person outright discounted mobile phone gaming. They said, oh, it's fine, it's cute, but mobile phones are not a gaming console. Flat out said, mobile phones are not a gaming console. And I thought, why not? Why not? Why aren't phones a gaming console? So I asked him back. I said, then tell me, if mobile phones are not a gaming console, what is your definition of a gaming console? Of course, I never got a response from him. Regardless, it made me think to myself, fine, what's a gaming console? Let's define what a gaming console is. Let's define it to ourselves so we can tell if a mobile phone is in fact a gaming console. And it wasn't too difficult, really. I thought, what's a gaming console? Well, it's a console of sorts, a device of sorts that plays games. Yeah, mobile phones are a gaming console. It's not brain surgery. It's a multifunctional device that calls people, that texts people, that gets on the internet, that does a lot of things, and also plays games. But then I thought, well, let's look to the modern competitors of video game portable consoles, right? We got the 3DS and the Vita. Okay, these are considered as portable game consoles, so what do? Well, you can text people and do different notes with swap notes on the 3DS. Back to the PS Vita and even the PSP before it, you can use Skype to talk to people with voice over IP. Okay, it's multifunctional. You can get on the internet, you can watch movies. Wow, and you can play games. What do you know? It's a multifunctional device that also plays games. It's considered a gaming console, yet mobile phones aren't. Explain that to me again? So then I thought about the N-Gage. Yes, the lovely, wonderful taco phone we all so dearly remember in our hearts of hearts. And I thought, well, that was a portable game console that also had a cell phone in it, one that allows you to talk to other people, and an iPhone and an Android device is a cell phone that allows you to play games. So is that what stops people? Is it semantics? Because it wasn't called a game system first and then said that you can call people? It's no longer a portable game device? What does it matter? So this all went through my head, and then it hit me. The greatest example of all of this elitist mentality that this one guy had, I thought about in the mid-'80s when the original NES came out, okay, the Nintendo Entertainment System. And at the time, I was, just a kid, I was a pup, but I played arcade games. And then when the Nintendo came out in Super Mario Bros., I played Super Mario Bros. And Nintendo games. And I remember distinctly going to arcades, and there was talk amongst people and this air of elitism. So there would be people in the arcades, and they had this thought process that, well, D-pads are cute. I mean, D-pads are fine and all if you're playing at home, but, arcade joysticks are really the way you play games. I mean, let's not mess around. Our arcade joysticks are up here and D-pads are down here. And it was this elitist mentality that they had, that for some reason they felt threatened by the D-pad. Maybe they felt like, for some reason, it wasn't good enough. But here we are, 30 years later, and what's still around? Still kicking. The D-pad, even on modern consoles. Even on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, we have a D-pad. The Wii, we have a D-pad. In every iteration of consoles, well, for the most part I'll say, we have a D-pad. And as much as I love arcades, and as much as you see them surrounding me, behind me, the arcade scene, in America at least, is dead. So all these people who had this elitist mentality about joysticks, what happened to them? I thought the D-pad was just this little kid's plaything. So I see the same kind of issue going on between elitist gamers who have this sense of game consoles as this holier than thou, top tier, special, angelic device, and well, mobile phones, no, Angry Birds. No, that's not a real game console. And that bothers me, because you know what? I don't play mobile phone gaming all that much. I play maybe Words with Friends, maybe a few things. I might have cumulatively played maybe an hour or so of games on my phone in the last year. I rarely use it. In the tier of video game playing, the mobile phone is at the bottom. So I'm not here to tell you that I'm some kind of superstitious mobile phone loving witch doctor here. I really don't use it all that much. And in fact, a few years ago, I felt the same way. I thought that mobile phones were not really serious for gaming, and they didn't compare to the home or portable console. They weren't the same thing. And then I started to play them, and then I started to enjoy them. And I said to myself, okay, I don't play this a lot. I'm not huge into Angry Birds, but I can certainly understand and appreciate why people play them, why the casual market has picked up on them, why the low cost, ease of access for people is attractive. So let's get out of the way the whole bias towards phones. If you don't like them, if they're not your thing, that's fine. This video isn't trying to convince you to say that mobile phone gaming is awesome and amazing and the best thing in the world. If it's not your thing, it's fine. It's not my thing either. But that doesn't then discount the mobile phone as not being a game device. So it just really bothered me. And this whole mentality that I've been hearing and dealing with these past few days, I just find it mind-numbing, mind-numbing having to deal with these people, because it's quite frankly closed-minded, small-minded, idiotic, I'll say, to continue on with this elitist mentality when, yes, mobile phones are a game console, and they should be treated as such. A different kind, certainly, but no more or no less than any game console you enjoy. So tell us what you think here in the comments below. Is a mobile phone a game console? Is it a game console? Do you think it's a game console? And if it's not, why? I would be interested to hear why you don't think mobile phones are a game console. And if you do think they are, why do you? What do you think constitutes a mobile phone being a game console? Okay guys, we'll talk to you later.